Hi everybody, happy Monday. Today's video is going to be a review on this new blush from Benefit. It's called Majorette, and let's take a look at the packaging first off. Very, very retro look. I have a book called The History of Makeup, and I love looking at all the old makeup packaging in there, and this totally looks like something that could have been around, you know, back in the 50s or 60s. You do have a mirror on the inside, and there is a little like plastic shield that can lift off of the cream blush itself. I don't know that necessarily has to stay in there. I've just been keeping mine in there on the off chance that maybe it's keeping the blush from drying out as quickly. But the texture of this blush is a definite cream to powder. That's something I really like to see in my cream blushes because I feel like then if you want to use them alone, they really take on the finish of the rest of your makeup and the texture, just the overall feel. You know, they don't stay dewy and tacky. And I feel like usually the cream to powder style blushes are less of a hassle to blend in. If you wanted to use your fingers to blend it in, you could do that. I also love using a brush with it. Now when I look at the product and the packaging, and it might be this outer rim kind of playing with my eye as well because that's very peachy, but I just get a real orangey look from the whole thing. And then on my cheeks I see more pink coming out. I do sense more of a coral vibe as opposed to straight up orange on my cheeks once I've got this applied. This is referred to in the little product description as like a blush booster or something. You can wear it on its own, or they also recommend layering on the different Benefit boxed powder blushes. Something I really like about this is that I don't feel like I have to layer a product over it in order to get color. You know, I think on its own, it's a really, really pretty color too. Also no shimmer, you know, it's just a creamy product, and I swatched it kind of thick on my hand to show you how no shine is coming off of this whatsoever. This also has a scent, before I forget. It's described as a peach and pomegranate scent. I don't know if I would have picked that out. It's kind of like Coralista. You know, you smell it and you're like, that just smells good. I'm not really sure what I'm smelling there, but it's delightful. I use my e.l.f. small stipple brush, which is my favorite tool for any kind of cream blush, cream highlight. I think this brush does a very good job of building up the color, but kind of slowly, so you avoid getting too streaky. I mean, we're not just slapping a bunch of butter on a waffle here and watching it melt. You know, you gotta work with it. You've got to just kind of go little by little, I think works best. So I just lightly dab into the product with the brush, and then literally I stipple it right on. I start building up the color to the point I want it. I find it very buildable. So in that sense, I could see this being something that works nicely on even lighter skin tones because you just go very light with it, or, you know, even deeper skin than mine can build it up even more. But it feels all like one kind of texture on my skin, and I do think that helps the staying power. Even if I don't top this with something, I still feel like it's getting me through most of a day with this kind of intensity, but it can be fun to go ahead and add a little something else if you want to play with the finish somewhat, because like I said, there's no shine in this at all. You could pop any powder blush on top of this if you want to do some layering. If we're just talking about Benefit, Coralista is a really natural pairing with this blush, I think. I talked about this actually in my recent Best in Beauty video because I think this has just the slightest amount of sheen to it that actually kind of blurs the look of pores, but just wanted to show you here at the end so you could see how that looks on top. You know, just a little more glow as I turn my cheek. I think you can see a little more sheen. And this helps the staying power, but still, I don't find it to be drastically different from when you just wear this on its own. Personally, I am a fan of the Majorette. I like the color, I like the texture, I think it's just a beautiful product, easy to work with. $28 price tag, obviously a little high. You know, that is the range you kind of expect for products like this from this line. So I kind of got to thinking, what else is out there from the drugstore that also goes cream to powder, maybe has a similar finish. One thing is the Maybelline Master Glaze stick blushes. I have a couple of these. One is the really bright pink, and then this is just pinched pink. And these are really good about kind of taking on that cream to powder type finish. I'm not sure what they have in terms of a peach color or what might be close to this, and whether or not it has shimmer, because keep in mind this product does not contain shimmer. I do really like that about this product because then you have a choice, you know. You can go over it with highlight, you can go over it with another blush and change it up, but you've got your base color here that's really pretty. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. That's my review on the Benefit Majorette. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.